So the big surprise is Alfie's tank.
That's right, Snap. That means that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's Ainsley snapping stuff. So we've removed the plastic plants and all the giant things that Ainsley picked out for this tank when we originally got it. This was our original tank, so we didn't know too much about fish back then, did we, Ainsley?
That's too much work.
We lost a couple of fish because we didn't know anything about fish. But this is our oldest tank. We've had this tank for about 1.5 years. It is a well-cycled tank. And we have replaced all the substrate in there with some river rocks, which look much better than the pink and the blue.
That's too much words.
It's too much words, eh? We removed all the horrible giant castle and sunken ship and all that jazz that was in there. And we've replaced it. So the only thing that's left in this tank that's original is the couple of pieces of driftwood. We added a log for him, for Alfie to hide in. And we've put a couple of rocks with some... What's the plant on the rocks, Ainsley, called? What's that plant? That plant on the rocks? You remember what it's called? Java moss. And then we planted in the substrate a plant at the back. And what's that one called, Ainsley? The plant at the back?
Water sprite.
Water sprite. Very good. So we're gonna see. That water sprite should blow up and take over half the tank. This is a very low light tank. So everything's planted in the middle, pretty much right underneath that light. It's just a little 3 LED light. Not super bright, but enough to grow these plants. These plants will grow in the shade, like super easy low light plants to grow. We're giving it a little bit of ferts. See, we want it to get bushy, and eventually Alfie will have lots of cover to play in. So we'll keep you up to date on this tank. Now, one other thing I want to talk about this tank, people, is you have a beautiful Betta here. He's gorgeous. They're fantastic fish. They're very active fish. And they don't belong in a cup. They can't... Well, sorry. Let me rephrase that. They can live in a cup. And you could live in a closet. If somebody took out your waste and fed you every day, you could live in a closet. But would you be happy? Probably not. This is a 5-gallon tank. This is the minimum that I would suggest having a bed of fish in. They are very active fish. You can see him. He's all over the place. He's constantly on the move. Very active fish. In their natural habitat, they live in like canals, and yes, they can live in puddles, but they travel a long way sometimes. They can travel a lot, and they're not meant to live in a bowl on your table that's, not a half a gallon. Like, it's cruel and unusual punishment for a fish. So yes, you see them in these little shipping containers when you get them in the store, but you know what? That's for shipping. They can't live in that. So please, if you've got a bed of fish, you're going to have a bed of fish. Get a 5-gallon minimum tank. And now, again, the other thing with the bettas is you don't put any other fish in with this guy. This guy will kick the crap out of any other fish you put in this tank, pretty much. Now, you can put maybe a extremely plain looking guppy or something in this tank, like a female maybe, but if you put anything with a flowing tail or pretty colors on it, he is gonna beat it up. Don't think that your betta is going to be a good community fish. Not saying they can't be. I've seen them. I've seen community bettas. It is a possibility, but it's rare, right, Ainsley?
I've seen one before.
Yeah, exactly. We seen one at the pet store, and he was really good in a community tank, but some of them aren't. And Alfie, we know, is not. He's meanie. But he's wonderful to watch, and he's a great little fish. Sorry, Alfie, we scared him. So that was our surprise. Our surprise was we planted Alfie's tank. So we'll keep you up to date on this one. When the plants get growing and everything gets bushy in there, we'll have more videos. Say bye-bye, Princess.
Bye.